my grandfather is the one who introduced me to trading. I was 14. I was very passionate about business news. I used to read Business Week on a regular basis, not your typical read at the age of 14, but I used to find passion and excitement when reading articles about new economies, new projects, new ideas. It just got me excited. I used to read Dragon Ball as well. I used to have a huge passion for Dragon Ball. I still do. Whenever I'm working, I have an episode of Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball GT on the side screen wherever I'm working. So I went into the bank, I remember, with my grandfather, and he introduced me to those bankers wearing suits, watches, the whole image of a banker in the early 2000s. And he entrusted me with a small amount to start trading, and I was supposed to choose two financial instruments, stocks or ETFs. I had no idea what I was doing at the time, but my basic research, I used to go back home, open my PC. There was a modem internet, so you had to hear those sounds whenever you were trying to connect to the internet, toot, 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 these weird sounds until you are connected. And then when you would connect, it was kind of a dream come true. It was like a window opening up in front of you. And so I started researching for stocks, for investments, etc. And I stumbled upon a company in France called Vivendi, and the second ETF for India. I was very passionate about like the Indian growth at the time, which was a double-digit growth. And so to cut the story short, I came back, proposed two instruments to my grandfather, and we placed that portfolio, and this is where I started. I had to give back the capital if I won, and then continue with the profits. If I had lost, basically I was kind of guaranteed. He would have kind of waived that debt on me, at least on the short run. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because investing with people, investing in a group is extremely important. You get to bump ideas. You get to report to someone. And this is something that a lot of traders and investors, a lot of you guys miss in your approach whenever it comes to trading. You think that if you just place the order, that's the most important. But in fact, whenever you're placing an order, your opinion is extremely subjective. It's based on a lot of preconceived ideas and concepts, and sometimes virtual or fake concepts that you have of yourself. You believe that you made the right research, you went into the right direction, but you did not, and most of the time you kind of struggle to reach that objectivity. This is why working in a collective is extremely important. It's extremely important for three main reasons. The first reason is you are getting ideas from people. So you get to enrich your strategies, your approach, your ideation process. Second, you are bumping ideas into other people that are in the group. So you can say, listen, I'm thinking of going into Tesla. What do you think? I'm thinking of jumping into Apple at these levels, at these price points. Do you think it's a good idea? And someone would tell you, no, I read this article, for example, about the operational expenses of Apple, and those expenses are extremely harsh and extremely high for the company at this point. So probably in the next earning announcement, it's not going to be really positive for them. So you might think about it. So that's the second part. And then the third part is the emotional and psychological part. You feel that you're trading in a group, as part of a group. If you're not trading as part of a group, you're always going to feel alone. You're always going to feel as if your losses are going to start basically blocking you in a corner, and then your wins are not going to be appreciated by anyone except yourself, which is amazing on the shorter run. But as you move in the trading ecosystem, as you start becoming a more professional trader, this is when you start kind of struggling with the willingness to get that appreciation, to get that kind of approval stamp saying you are a good trader, you are a good investor. And I'm gonna be honest, like this is partly why I do what I do and share with you guys, because trading on my own is fun, definitely rewarding, but at the same time it lacks that stamp of appreciation, that stamp of recognition. And this is something that we all search for, and we need to accept the fact that we do. And so you can call me Papi Achilles, you can call me whatever you want from this video onwards, but I was taught by my grandfather to trade. I bumped ideas into into discussions with my grandfather. I had wrong assessments, right assessments. I had the other point of view to try to tackle and convince. And so I'm gonna do the same with you guys. I'm gonna try to help you out, listen to you, bump ideas, sometimes reject some of your ideas, accept others, maybe invest in a few as well. Let me know what ideas you have at the bottom of this video. So that will help you a lot. And last thing I want you to do, so if you want to join our community, that's great. If you don't want to join our community, you can join any other community. Our community is basically not a signals community. We don't offer signals, or I don't tell you buy this, buy that. I share with you what I trade, and other investors share what they trade, so that you can have a comprehensive kind of view of the market and try to analyze further your positions and your strategies. Last thing I want you to really embrace is the openness towards other traders. One of the most important and exciting things about trading is we can all win together. It's not an or game, it's an and game. So I could win, you could win, the whole community can go into one position, and all of us would be winning together. Granted, some people maybe across the planet might be losing because they sold their position, obviously. So they had a loss of opportunity, an opportunity loss. But at the same time, we can dissociate from that feeling of competitiveness, from that feeling of, in a way, greed, or look towards the other as if they were gonna take our profits or take our money. That's the beautiful thing about trading. That's the beautiful thing about our community. And if you want to join, feel free to click on the link below and join us. If not, then you could join any other community. Make sure that this community is providing you with the most important things that you need. Number one, the chat, that you have an exclusive chat between community members of a certain level, of a certain standard. Number one. Number two, regular calls. We have monthly calls to recap the market and recap the positions that we took or want to take, and to propose some new positions. Exclusive webinars. This is something that we have as well. And exclusive tools and guides that we share. This is something that we do as well. So that's what you get when you access our community. And that's what you should get when you access other communities. The chat, the calls, the guides, the tools, and obviously the whole psychological and kind of mindset approach to things. Feel free to subscribe if you like this video. Let me know in the comments what do you think. If you are part of any other community, do share it. I will not remove it. So open to really connect with other communities, other groups of traders. This is a win-win for everyone. So I hope you won from this video, and see you in the next video.